Hello everybody and welcome back to our Friday Playday random game of the week. This week we have another demo from the Steam Next Fest. It is RoadCraft demo. As the leader of a company specialized in restoring sites devastated by natural disasters, use your construction machinery to restart the local industry, clear debris and faulty equipment, rebuild roads and bridges damaged by weather, and much more. I will give you guys a little heads up. This is my second time recording this, so I had to choose another map because I've already done the other one. I played the first one on my own to get used to controls, and I just see the restart map progress button now. Yeah, we're gonna do the hard one anyways. It's called Seal the Breach. So, the local energy corporation was preparing a secondary site to expand its main geothermal power plant when a series of planning errors and questionable cost-cutting decisions led to a disastrous failure. During the fracking process, these issues provoked a large-scale seismic event. You've been tasked with assessing the damage, investigating the cause of the disaster, and helping the town to recover. So, we're going to hop straight into it, starting our trusty, rusty Armager Thunder 4. It is our off-road vehicle, used for initial scouting and planning and plotting of everything. So the reason that you're not seeing the other one is I forgot to hit record. So I was just talking to myself, which is pretty normal. So welcome to RoadCraft, an off-road vehicle and heavy equipment operation experience that puts you in charge of search, recovery, and relief missions across the most distant, hard-to-reach regions affected by disaster. In this scenario, you'll be repairing ruptured pipelines from a failed power plant. To complete the job, recycle materials from the area to produce the replacement pipes. Alright, so let's hop straight into it. First thing I want to do is take a look at our map. Looks like we have a couple of cargo crane. So it looks like we have a couple cargo cranes. I wish I could just like select. Oh, right here. So we have our scout, we have two cargo cranes, a rusty dozer, a dump truck, and a stationary grab crane. I'm assuming... Oh, this must be the area we have to get to. So first thing we'll do is take our truck and head on over that way. And right off the bat, let's throw it in 4. You just open, do I hit you? I don't know if that's the proper way to do that, but hey, that's how we're doing it. I think if we take this road up and around, we'll find all that nastiness. Or we could take a right and head out the other way and see if that's a road that leads in. So we're gonna do that. This game does have like heavy details. As you can see, like just the vehicle on its own, it's getting muddy the more I spin my tires. You'll lose traction because as you can see right now, I have like no tread on my tires showing from all the mud. They are pretty zippy vehicle, the Scout is. Bigger vehicles have different feelings to them when you're driving them. I'm not using a steering wheel or controller, just a regular keyboard and mouse, so that's why it's very like sporadic. And also, you have, each vehicle has its own little thing. Like this one has a winch. You need to focus on the road, Nimrod. Let's turn off our diff lock, see if that helps me a little bit. And as you go, you'll find new vehicles that do different things. Like this guy looks like a bucket loader. That one up there looks like a gigantic bucket loader. So we need to get in here. Oh. And yes. Gravity and physics work well in this game. So Nimrods like me get stuck often in this game. I don't know if this is going to help or hurt. I probably could just reset my vehicle by now. So you can hold down R to recover to the nearest area, which for us is all the way back up here, so not too bad. Just a little annoying. I wasn't expecting to see a bridge. So I'm going to take my time going over that this time. Very destructible environments. If you watch where the truck goes, you'll see the tire marks. If you dig in, it digs in, which makes it harder for other vehicles to get through. So, luckily with this thing being a little zippy vehicle, it does pretty well on most things. It gets around pretty well. You can see all the ruts from the other vehicles that have come through recently. But once we get up here, we're gonna swing it wide, pay attention to where we're going. We're gonna line up a little bit better. We're not. I'm gonna get over that bridge. I'm going to do it. Oh, there's one over here too. Well, let's give it a try. See how this works. I need to head that away. Am I going to be able to get over that away? This whole area just looks like it's flooded beyond belief. Probably not that way. They are still working on certain things, like I would not be able to just casually push that. But still, such a good game, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to even get over there. That's going to be a rough one. Let's see. Like, I may only have the one option to get through. Because as you just saw, you can flood out the engine. There's also a terrain scanner, which I probably should have used ahead of time. There we go. Back up a little bit on solid ground. As you can see, when the vehicle hits something that probably shouldn't hit, it does kind of bottom out. And let's see, right there. Yes. Okay, so we are back on solidish ground. And swing a left. There's our little bridge that we kept having issues with. Do not whip to nay-nay. There we go. What the heck do I do here? Find object. What object? Oh, I guess that object. Okay, so open, close, camera mode, AD. So let's see if we go like this, open our crane, and we want to bring the boom down. So F1, R. Now we just play the world's biggest claw game. And grab. But luckily this one isn't rigged to make you lose. I'm assuming we need the blue thing. I can't get a good angle on it. Oh, yeah, I guess that's it. And we'll bring it over here, I guess? Seems like a good spot for it. Okay. So replace the pipe 1 of 1. So is there another one of those pipes around? Offhand, not that I'm seeing. So I guess we should hop and pry the crane truck. We'll take this guy. As you can see, this one has anchors, cargo straps, crane controls, doors that do not agree with me. Really? First order of business. Fix the doors. Can I get it another way? Come on. Come on, Nimrod. You can do it. You can do it. Yahoo! Hard right. We're going to see if I can get this thing over the bridge. So all-wheel drive is on. Swing a right. And just so everyone knows, this is the hard mission. I've already done the easy, like, tutorial mission, and I've also done the challenging mission. I figured hard was the worst, so I wasn't gonna make you guys watch that. But it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. I do have to admit, I was rather surprised. Just learning the controls a little bit was the biggest part, I think. But as you can see with this vehicle, it is tearing the road up in certain spots. Probably gonna be a big tear up right here. Not bad, just kind of jumped it. And then once we get on the main road, we are going to head this guy over the bridge nice and slow this time, maybe? And here comes the random weather. It never fails me. Nice, so, you know, line up. Line up. Here we go, keep going. Keep going. And we made it. And we are gonna grab this item. Give our other vehicle a little love tap, just for fun. There you go. And then we want to cycle targets to... Yep. Attach it. And we want to bring it on up in the world. We want to put our anchors down. Okay. And then we need to drop it right in the back. Let's see, Q and E is, there we go. And now we're going to strap that down. We are going to fold our crane back up, lower our anchors, and figure out how to get there. That is I think the biggest issue I've had with this game so far, personally, is just trying to figure out where in the world I'm going. So we are here. We need to get way over here. Alright, so if I start here, I'm going to have to come up this way, which means I take this narrow little road. Rocks, bumps, around the corners. A bridge that's currently out. Joy. I don't know if I'll be able to make that. Although I could probably just shove a bunch of sand in that too. So we'll come from that way over here. And I guess we'll just kind of take this pathway that we've been going down. Let's see, sand quarries, infrastructure, resources. And then we'll take a look at our objectives. We'll make sure we're tracking that. And see how this thing does with all that extra weight. It's a little slow already, plus the rain is not helping. I do not know if the rain, like, adds to the extra water on the map, maybe? I'm not 100% sure, but we're gonna find out, I guess. If we remember from right here, we want to kind of stay more towards the middle and kind of see where our tracks were. Throw it in low with our locking diff, our diff lock on. There we go. Oh. Add a load, diff lock off. This one was a little more extra. Try to avoid going in low gear if I can. Yeah, we're gonna turn it on right there. There we go. Look at you go. And here I thought the crane truck wouldn't do nothing. Now I think I need to get that away. So do I need to swing a right? I do. I need to swing a right here. And then probably an immediate left. So, right. And that's going to be our path right here on the left. Come on, you got this, little monster. Little monster truck, you got this. You got it. Okay, there we go. Now we are going to get you about as close as we can. We're going to take a look at that little bridge. I've not built a bridge in this game. And I kind of despise that this is the time that I have to do it. Unless, yeah, that all looks like it's deep. Okay, let's... Yeah, you're parked. There we go. We'll hop in the... I guess the dump truck. I don't really see another way around. That all looks like it's going to be way too deep. And there's no other areas where we could possibly get over. So, let's see what we can do with our little dumpy truck. You can refill them with sand on the go while you're within the quarry refill area. Check the circles. Okay. So, I'm going to try to do is back straight up to that spot and see about just dropping a whole bunch of sand in it. Go. Beep, 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 beep. Just look at the travesty this thing's doing. So we're gonna get to like right here. And open the tipper. Close the tipper. And then we're just going to hit the G button because we're still within the zone. And close it. And then we're going to do it again. I don't think this is the way it was intended, but this is the way I'm currently going to do it. Oop. That's one way to do it too. Close it all up. Is that gonna be enough? Probably not, but it's gonna have to be. I don't really have a way to flatten it. So, that will have to do, sir. Here we go. Okay. And I guess we just follow this trail up? Yeah, okay. Well, slow crawl, here we go. Hopefully the ground gets a little more solid as we go. Are you kidding? Ow. Feel like Thomas the train engine, the little engine that could. Tugga, 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 tugga. Doo, doo. Yeah, it's so very slow going, but I guess it keeps us a little bit safer because that's a pretty sharp drop off there. And then let's see, what do we got here? A couple rocks. Around this big rock. Up this very narrow passageway. Up this tall, narrow passageway. And then we take our left hand off to wake it back up. Almost there. I accidentally shut the diff off. My bad. Nope, 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 nope. No, no rain. Only allowed to rain. And I'm on solid ground. Give it the beans and go, man. I'm sure there was an easier way to do this. But right now, this is the easy way for me to do it. Because it's the only way I saw. Why do they build these things on top of mountains? Okay. So, anchor, crane, controls, straps. Grab. I hope I don't have to get this like spot on the money. Here? That scared me a little bit, not gonna lie. Alright, so now we have to replace pipes 0 of 1. Where might we find pipes? I guess there? How in the world do we get there? Well, all the places are lighting up. Doesn't tell me nothing. Alright, so geothermal pumping station. Okay, so I can look at the infrastructure. So we need to replace this pipe. You need to produce fresh ones. Find them out in the world or by recycling metal rubble at the steel pipe factory. When you have enough, remove the faulty segment and replace them with a new steel pipe. Okay, so we have that one, and then there's one here. Kind of at home base, sort of. Not really. So now I need steel parts. So now we gotta find some pipes laying around the world. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see them. I think this one needs to be replaced, right? Yes. And are there any around here? Alright, so where is the steel? It's all the way back at the top. Okay. Let's go try to do some shenanigans. I'm slowly learning in this game. Pretty much just always keep four-wheel drive on. As of right now, you don't have to worry about fuel. It might change as the game progresses, but for right now, I'm not stressing it too much. Okay, so you look like you're all steel. So we're gonna attach. We're going to reel in that rope, maybe. One of these ways is in, one of these ways is out. There we go, that works easier. Not how it's supposed to be done, but it's how it got done. Nice. R brings it up. There we go. And 3. And 2. And 6. And massive overweight. Now, to get into our steel factory. Is it this door? No. Through the pipes, swing a left. First door on our left. This is just so detailed. And the physics hurt so bad. I really hope this counts as steel. Alright, so that's where the pipes come out. This is a recycling facility. Bring rubble that is highlighted with the same color as the resource this facility produces. Great. Okay. And boop. That way. Did that work? Did. Can I just take those pipes? Can I have you? No. No, I cannot. Okay. Maybe I just can't take stuff out of there. Alright, so right there we got blue, green. Come on, do it. I don't know. Nice. So we need like a bluishy purpley color. You're blue. You're either going to be... yeah, I-beams and pipes can both be the same. Okay. Okay, so we got that guy. Let's see what else we can find that might help. I doubt that I can pick these things up. Oh, I can. Oh! It was an ivy. And 3. And 2. And 6. Maybe that'll be enough for a pipe or 2. Oh, this is, yeah. And that way. There we go. Now I'm hoping I can just back into that spot, and there we go. It just takes everything out because I don't want to have to unload all this stuff. It's rather annoying and cumbersome and obnoxious and a lot of other words. So let's try this. It's everything but the B. Huh? Yeah, they can stay there. Alright, so we got 1, almost 2. So no, we're gonna grab you. This is how we're gonna do this because I'm tired of this. Yes, that hint can go away. Okay. Now we have 2 steel pipes. Okay, so we need to get these pipes attached. Q and E turns. Next one. Okay, now we get to see where we are going. So we can take this route, which would take us over the bridge. So that's going to be the way we go. Hold that guy back in. There we go. And let's see, we go this way, then we swing a right and a left, and we go through all the junk. And I do not know, so I've never actually done a repair mission like this before. So I am not 100% sure if we have to, like, actually cut the pipe out and put new one in, or if it's like what we just did with the little shut-off nozzle. And our objective is going to be over the bridge, swing a left, I believe it was. But we'll take a look at that once we're actually up there. Wish we could use that big guy. Yeah, you big guy. Hate that when you hit tab, it automatically puts on the brake. Alright, so we gotta get over the bridge in one try. Go, 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 go! Probably really should slow it down there. That's probably where I was running into issues to begin with. Swing it right. See, I pretty much just used the one crane loader to grab everything, and I could have just been done. It just makes me happy that they gave me 2 crane loaders. There we go. Okay, up and over. Now this part. Before we cross, so we're going to cross all the way over that and swing a left once we hit like the little town area into North Bolton Village, which, just in case you didn't know, was established in 1925. Little known fact most people wouldn't know. Try to stay on solid land the best we can. The fact that this truck is still going with these pipes and everything else is honestly amazing. Alright, so we're going to swing on the left. Do I just have to get here, or do I have to actually get in there? Yeah, it's that pipe. Unless I have to come down this way. Excuse me. Paying 0 attention to your infrastructures. That one I'll pay attention to because that's big boy zippy zap. I don't even know if I can get down there. And then comes the real question. Once I get down, can I get back up? Oh, that's deep. That's deep, deep. Sorry for the weird faces. I'm concentrating. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just try being stupid. Not that any of this was smart, but unless I'm supposed to come in from like over here, loop, and then come like all the way through. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get there. And I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. Yep, this'll work. Yep, you can live there. Bye. And around town it goes. Let's see. Now we're gonna have to go up and out. Yay! I did something right. Alright, so there's one of 2. That's big rock. I gotta figure out how to get back up. Come on, little Tonka truck. There we go. I know, I keep thinking it's a different game and I can just like scratch that corner and it's just gonna keep going. Okay, so now we're gonna take a look and figure out where we're going next. Where's our next broken one? Right there, okay. So, we'll place a marker right there. So away we go, everybody, back over our little sand bridge. And this video is probably going to have some hard edits, so I apologize now, but we're already running up on an hour. I may just let it roll. Let's see all the torturous things that we've gone through. So let's see if there is going to be a nice way to get around this. Low gear, get us up this hill. And we just skirt the side here. I don't think it's a matter of low gear here. I think it's just all the terrain. And then let's see, I need to go left. Go. No, we're going up and around. Let's go, little Tonka truck. You got this. I believe in you. Hold on. On my safety lights. For safety. Let's see. Parking brake. Anchors. Get out of there. Punk. Down we go. Out we go. Up we come. Punk. Yes! We repaired the piping system, everybody. Our goal has been completed. Our transisitory. And, on that note, we have finished up the RoadCraft demo. Actually a really fun game. It definitely takes some getting used to for controls, especially with all the different vehicles. But game officially releases on May 20th. Has 8 huge maps. Like, that was just a little map. The first early easy map was probably twice as big, and there was still so much that you could see in that. So plenty of places to play and have fun at. 40 unique vehicles. You have about 4 right here, 5 if you count the big crane in the background behind the May 20th sign. Not to mention the 5, 6 that we had in just this one mission alone. Company customizations, so you know, if you guys want to join Nimrod Incorporated, help me build up better infrastructure for all of our friends and family to get to us. And crossplay with up to 4 players. I'm thinking that they mean crossplay between like Steam, PlayStation Network, Xbox. I'm hoping that makes it really fun. But if you pre-order now, you get a bonus Aramatsu Bowhead 30-ton. Looks like a dump truck with treads. That's gonna be cool. Let you guys take a look at this map. So yeah, it just goes like, there's our edges. And for something driving heavy machinery that goes so slow, I think that's a pretty good sized map. But until next time, everyone, make sure you like, subscribe, leave comments down below to let me know what you think. If you have any game recommendations of what you want to see next, or if you just bored and want to say hi. Till next time, everyone, stay froggy.